So Lewis, it's been a busy night, a 3:38 earlier and then a 13:16. Was that the kind of ambition coming out here?
Yeah, more so like a workout stimulus too. But I got hurt this fall, and I just kind of wanted to get more racing since I didn't have indoor season. So I think this is a good way to kind of break up training and get into some competitive fields that like cause me to be tactically aware. And like that 1500 tonight, or this evening, obviously I could have been the fastest, but we decided just to race the race and just like also even more time between the 5K, but mostly just like getting tactically aware. In Oslo and Stockholm, I'm going to be in 1240 situations, so there's not too many situations where I run 1320, 1360. So just a workout. Not a workout, but I don't want to undermine the meet, but we got bigger things coming up end of May, first week of June.
And what is the plan then in the weeks ahead?
Yeah, just kind of training for 3 weeks, and then I'll open up a 5K up in Oslo, and that feels really stacked. So as long as I can be competitive and put myself out there, then I'm good. And then 2 days after Oslo, I got Stockholm running in 3K, and good way to simulate just the Olympic races, because you race on a Thursday, 3 days rest, run on a Sunday. So just I don't know, just a workout. Nothing special.
And is it going to be all in on the 5K for Paris?
Yeah, 5K. Trying to be a 1500 meter runner, but it's not working out. But yeah, I guess 12 and a half laps, and just make the final in the Olympics, and then hopefully after that, just see where I'm at and try to make my 4th global final in a row. So.
And getting hurt in the fall, how much time did that cost you?
Yeah, so I took a break after Prefontaine and 3 weeks off, and I was just doing other stuff, and kind of my first month back, I just kind of felt something in my left glute, and then got really tight, and then it ended up being an MRI. I got an MRI, and it ended up being a stress reaction in my sacrum. So it took me out for a solid 9 weeks, and I didn't start running really until February. So, which might help out a lot in the long run, because professional season is in September. So that's I'm trying to make it. I'm trying to be my best on August 10th, and I'm not trying to get caught up in the American system where they're trying to be the best in June. So I know where I'm at, and I'm just confident in my training, confident in my racing, and over 10 weeks left to the Olympic final. So they were in a good place to do something big in Paris.
And you mentioned Oslo, Stockholm. Do you think you're going to try and go for a big time at one of those?
I mean, Oslo, they're trying to run 12:30. But I raced those guys a lot last year in the Dailimi circuit, and I always tell myself why not? We're gonna go for it, and if we blow up and run 13 minutes, and that's okay. I know where I'm standing, and the Olympics, it's gonna be tactical, and maybe it's a 12:50 race, but if it's a 12:50 race, we're prepared, and I'm just trying to compete. That's all. This year's not about time. I hate just in time. That's why I asked to be in the D heat. I don't know, but just more racing and less about time. I don't care about time.
Talking about the tactical side of it, are there some things tactically that you can take from a meet like this moving forward?
Yeah, it's that 1500 meter race is got kind of messy, because I went out in 43 for the first 300, and then our next 400 was 59, and then the next 400 after that was 60. So that's pretty slow if you're trying to run a 1500 meter at this rate. And I had to make some moves, kind of be on the outside of shoulder, making sure I'm not getting boxed in, and if someone's on my shoulder, then I'll press a little bit so they won't pass me, and just being kind of smart in those race situations, because last year at Worlds, I ran that race 90% perfect, right? To the T, 90% of that race, but I just didn't defend my positioning on the last heading to the curve with a lap to go, and I kind of got boxed in, and I couldn't go. If I went wide, I would have been running lane 3, so I decided to stay in lane 1, and just there were just so many guys to kind of go around with the last 100, and I think I just made some tactical errors that cost me a medal, and just those situations, be smart enough, because I know I could be there with laps to go, but it's honestly about positioning, and with laps to go, they had to jump on me, so I might have closed in 52, 53, but they already had a head start on me. So it's those type of situations. Today, one of the Under Armour guys came up on my shoulder with 300 to go, so I had to press a little bit more to make sure he didn't go around me. Yeah.
And Luis, just on that fourth place in Budapest, like obviously Mohamed Katir was ahead of you. I guess now that all that's come out about his case, like how do you feel about that result, that final, and what you might have lost?
Yeah, it's like upsetting. You know, it's like if you're a two-time medalist, then your standards are the highest, right? So like, you know, this is what we signed up for, and if you want to compete at the world stage, it's like, yeah, you have to submit your whereabouts. It's like no one should be told to like, you know, I think his fault was he blamed the system's fault, and I think he did a bad part on that. But it sucks for the sport, but also at the same time, it's good for the sport because, you know, we can all play fair, play clean. But you know, I had a lot of respect for him, but like at the same time, man, you missed 3 tests within the year. I just like I don't want to say too much, but like, just be more accountable for yourself and be smart. It's like if you're making a lot of money and you have 2 medals and you're driving a Mercedes, whatever, then like obviously submit your whereabouts and don't try to cheat the system. That's all.
Thank you.
Yeah.